All right, so welcome everyone to Manifesting Miracles. It is 9 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And I had a lot of you that had emailed me and wanted to get on live, but I also know people are super busy, and so we're going to have this as a recording as well. So I just was super guided to share this with everybody because I think it was last year in 2020, I just had this rush of so many miracles, and it was like, how did I do this, and how can I help people do this as well? So my first question for you in day one is, what is the miracle that you would like to have? So just take a moment to breathe into your body. You may even want to bring in the color blue, which is just a very cleansing, thought expressing. So it opens your fifth chakra of expression. Just kind of bring that crystal blue color down through your mind, your heart, your gut. Let yourself fully settle in this moment into you. And just ask yourself, what is the miracle that you would like to have happen, right? So this can be in relationship, it can be in health, it can be in career or finance, it can be in your home. All of these things shifted for me. So that's why I know how it works in every area. So as you think about it, just kind of feel yourself having that as if it's already happened now, and notice how your body feels, and your vibration will start to shift and match to it. So I know right before I moved near the beach here in Encinitas, I literally would feel my body buzzing and vibrating to that new frequency, and it felt so good. So as you allow your subconscious mind to begin having that energy now, your intuition will start to guide you to attract that energy in your actual everyday life. Now, the biggest secret I'm going to give you, it's like the simplest answer, but it's so true. The key ingredient is love. When you are vibrating to love, that is the miracle. So whatever you need to move yourself into the frequency of love, it can begin by putting your hand on your heart. It can be somebody you love. For me, it's somebody I loved so much. And then Encinitas, how much I love, right? And then all of you, right? So it's the love for people. It's the love for life. So in this moment, connect into your heart, something you love, like the love of my parents, right? Anytime you think of that frequency, it expands your heart. So let's go ahead and just put your hand on your heart, anchor that feeling of love. And again, feel your body relax into the vibration of already having what you want. And the foundation is love. So this foundation of your heart allows you to then open up and expand into the miracle that's actually waiting for you. I mean, it was so prevalent and I don't even know what the word is. Basically, the sidewalk said miracle. When I arrived here, literally the sidewalk on every corner said miracle. So it's almost like when we take those steps moment to moment, we are guided in love. And, sometimes we can get some really significant fears, like, man, how could this work? If you move back into your heart and back into your gut, that next step will be provided. So the most recent, miracle that I can share with you is this trip to Ecuador. And, I had exhausted multiple opportunities, like 3 opportunities, including getting tickets and them not coming through. Just weird stuff was happening, to the point where my beautiful father came to visit me, and I picked him at the airport and I said, hey, do you want to go to Ecuador with me? And he said yes. And that was the trip that was meant for us to be able to have that time together. And so sometimes, you have to maybe wait for that moment where your heart and your gut are totally aligned, because then it's your soul embodied. Then you are, quote unquote, on track. You are on that place of love and you're living it, right? You're the expression of it. So as you allow yourself in this moment to just expand into that love that you are, expand into the new vibration that you're stepping into, and allow today's practice to be that simple, of being the love, finding what brings me into that frequency of love, and allows me to vibrate and rise higher into what I am going to experience next, into my miracle. So again, let's just take a few more moments. I know there's some more people hopping on, just to really feel your heart, what you love, knowing that that love is the doorway. That heart is the gateway to your soul. It opens all miracles. And then your gut becomes that compass. And one of the biggest things about being intuitive is being embodied, right? So it's not like a mental thought, it's actually a heart resonance and a body resonance to the point that it moves all the way into your belly. And that frequency is then carried all the way into your body. So your body then emits that frequency of love and of what you want. And then it matches, right? And that's when you get to experience the miracle as your life. Um, so again, these are just really short little snippets, and it's so fun to see people hopping on. But I just invite everybody to, listen to the recording. I'll send it out on the email list. And we're also going to be doing some private sessions. So if you want me to work one-on-one with you, you can send me an email to Abby, ABBY, @lifeforceconnection.com, and start to move through any emotional blocks or layers that might be between you and what you want. But until then, for those of you that are still popping on, really move into that key ingredient of love. Putting your hand on your heart, moving in to the foundation of love, opening your heart as that gateway. And as that heart opens, your intuition awakens. And your body becomes both the receptor and the emitter of energy of what you're wanting to create, because everything always starts in energy. My sweet mom hopped on, I noticed, and she was the one that taught me when I was a kid. She's like, hey, Abby, that table was once a thought, it was energy, and now it's in form. So when we work on these higher energetic levels and become the energy of what we want to experience, it's almost the law, right? That it comes into alignment because you're already it. And then you have the physical experience of it, the relationship, the home, the vacation, the money shift, right? I mean, one of the easiest ways to make money is just to be in love. It's just because it's the highest frequency and everybody wants it, right? They're like, oh, I want that. Can I have some of that? That's why I gave everybody my email. It's like you can move into that higher awareness of you because it's there. And in the intuitive success coaching process, we talk about activating the resources that are already there. So, every feeling, every thought, every emotion, you can download, right? In the sense that it's all available, it's all energy. And so when you really key in and focus on the energy that you want to experience, you bring forth your miracle into reality. And everything, if you think about anything and everything in your life, anything that's sustainable is always rooted in love. It's really the only thing that stands because it's who we all are and what everything's created from. So you will also probably discover anything that isn't love could very well fall away, right? Which is actually a gift because you don't really need it. It means you're moving to a higher frequency. It's funny, I had just popped on a video, and this other guy, I think his name's Lee Harris, his video popped on, and he's talking about, I guess this month of April, there's this energy of like electric energy. And I know the last couple of months I felt that. So I don't know if anybody on this Zoom meeting has, but what he said that is actually it's an up level, right? Like the energy is moving so quickly that the mind can't necessarily keep up with it. So if you are experiencing anything like that, just let go of any idea that that's wrong and see if you can center yourself into this place of calm in your heart. And maybe just tell yourself that you're ready, right? That you deserve to have that. Of course you do. There's no reason you wouldn't. But almost to give yourself permission to have that and to open your mind and expand into the possibilities. And a really fun thing to kind of, let your mind work for you is to ask the question, what could happen if I was to allow my miracle to come true? What could happen? As you dwell in those possibilities, you literally can start to feel your mind open. Instead of just looking at one spot, it can see the periphery, right? It can see everything. And there's like infinite possibilities. And then we're going to talk about tomorrow, intuitive discernment is, oh, what feels right? Because in a world of infinite possibilities, what do I really want, right? What is the dream that I want to create for my career? How do I want my relationship to be better? How do I want my family to see me and my children to, learn from me, from my energy, right? It was beautiful. And the orphanage, when we went with these 21 kids, right? Like watching these kids around my dad, right? Like I'm just experiencing them as they're coming up to me, right? Enjoying it. But to observe them with my dad, how they would literally kind of dance around his energy field, just kind of sit in his presence, especially the boys, to feel that fatherly love. And he wasn't, I don't even think he speaks Spanish, right? And they're just like, let me feel you. It's the same with you and your dream feeling you. You feel it, you sense it, you know it. And I'm noticing I'm even holding my hands, right? It's like your body, like I said, it's the receptor of energy. And so you start to move closer and closer until it becomes a reality. And then, like I said, tomorrow, we'll talk about the discernment. Oh, actually, that doesn't feel good. I'm going to move over here, right? And so it's really a gift to be able to trust yourself and to use your body. But before you do anything or make any decision, make sure you're rooted in love. So then you're actually coming from your highest self. You're coming from your spirit embodied. And that will absolutely lead you to the next step and the next step to the point where, oh my gosh, I'm living my dreams. So again, I invite any and all of you to pass this information on. I will be providing this link. You can send an email to Abby, ABBY at lifeforceconnection.com for personal sessions or for our full-on certification program. So enjoy the rest of your day. Keep it simple. Place one hand on your heart. Ask yourself what you love. Move into the frequency of already being it, that you have that energy within you. And then allow yourself to take that next step where love has already paved the way before you and it feels really good in your gut. And watch your miracle happen. All right, everyone. We'll talk to you later.